It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys, veteran running back. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Jets, and it's
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you have. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Coming right is Hall. Oh, he drops a cut. It's a New York touchdown! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Complete. It's Cooper. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Second down now, 7 to go. Dak off the play fake. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10, Prescott. Lays out left side and gets it.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Running for the marker on second. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Works the sideline inside the 35. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Running right with Wilson. Juke the defender. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this one doesn't go far.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Koo able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This is taken in at the 13. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott here from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has a man, it's Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This will be caught by Cooper. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
It's second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Another carry for him. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun is Prescott. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Throwing now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10, looking to throw. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Will drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he gets them the first. Not the biggest gain on the reverse, but it got what they needed.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this and just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Jets.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Jets trailing on the scoreboard. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Jets cut the lead down to 4.
Jets 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 16. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Dallas touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Jets take their first time out. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going to lob one deep down the... Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The home teams and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. 1st and 10, Prescott. Trying for a touchdown here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is Dak. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. All set up now for 1st and 10. Another throw for Prescott. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dak. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check!
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Lone back gets the handoff. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They give it to him again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
32-yard line.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott here from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Quincy Williams making the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right check.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. Third and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st. Give now to the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just... First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's the handoff. Runs inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at him.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw, Prescott. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Gay's kicking. And the advantage now sits. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
1st throw for the backup now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Hand off to the back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Another carry for him. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. The handoff on 3rd and short. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
4th and inches, but they're going to throw for it. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.